Hey guys, Shane with Monkeying Around. I want to take a minute and tell you about a product you probably didn't know you needed. A product you might not even have knew existed, but definitely something that you're going to want to have if you run into a situation like a local North Carolina kayaker did here just a couple weeks ago. So hey guys, I want to tell you about Taggi Yak. Now the guy that owns Taggi Yak, a guy named Darren, he's part of the Catawba River Rats, and I was paddling here recently with him up on the French Broad. I went and done a day trip with several of the Catawba River Rat folks. They're a group on Facebook, and they hosted an event up on the French Broad River up in Asheville, and I spent the day paddling with them. Good group of guys. We had lunch afterwards. It was just a fun day with a lot of fun folks. But I was getting ready to clean up my kayaks from that trip, and it got me thinking about this idea. I want to tell you about Taggi Yak. Now, one of the members of the Catawba River Rats is a guy named Darren. Darren owns Taggi Yak, and he's got a website. It's called TagaYak.com, and he prints plastic stickers that you can attach to your kayak, to your gear, to anything you've got in case you get separated from it on the river. Now, not too long ago, we had a kayaker here in North Carolina get separated from his kayak while he was paddling a section of the deep river. He was able to get off the river, but he lost his kayak and all of his gear that was attached to it. It just so happens that Pete from the River Kings and a couple of the Turtlehead boys, they were paddling some of that same river shortly after this guy lost his kayak, and they were able to find it kind of jammed up under a log. They cut it loose and got it back to towed it back to shore, but they weren't able to find the owner of the kayak. Now the kayak had a sticker where it was registered in another state, but it was the weekend, so they couldn't get a hold of nobody to maybe tell them. On Monday, Pete ended up calling, and he got a name, but he didn't get a whole lot of information. So he kept digging, he kept digging, he kept digging, and he basically went on a hunt for this guy to try to get his kayak back to him. Long story short, he was able to find the guy and get the guy back his kayak, and everything worked out well. But if the guy would have had Taggi Yak on his kayak, it wouldn't have been a problem. Pete could have picked up the phone, called the fella up and said, "Hey man, I found your kayak on the deep river. If you want to come pick it up, I've got it." And that's how easy it would have been. The Taggi Yak tags, they come with double-sided tape, and you also have the ability to drill a little hole and actually screw them onto your kayak. So you could go either route. You could screw them in, or you could stick them on with double-sided tape. But they have your name, address, and phone number on it. So it would be real simple. If you get separated from your gear, from your kayak, from anything that you've got tagged while you're on an adventure, and somebody locates it, it's real easy for them to flip it over and say, "Oh, let me call this guy right here." And they can pick up their phone, give the guy a call, and he can have his kayak back. For years, I've watched 2 or 3 times where folks have been separated from their kayak. Not too long ago, a couple of years back in the central part of the state, a kayaker got separated from his kayak. Again, he was able to make it to shore, but there was no identification on the kayak. So they had rescue squads and fire departments and the wildlife folks. They had everybody out there searching the water just in case he had a kayak out there missing, or had a kayaker out there missing. If he'd had a tag on his kayak from Taggi Yak, it'd have been real simple for them folks to call him up and him tell him, "Yeah, I lost my kayak, but I got off the water." And they could have got it back to him. So just in case that scenario happens to you, go see Darren from Taggi Yak. Order you up a set. You can get a set of gear tags and kayak tags for less than $15 shipped right to your door. And tell him Monkeying Around sent you. but pick you up a set. That way you're ready in case something bad happens the next time you're getting your paddles wet.